A city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80.
Number 53, Mike.
Monday.
Bound to lose one. Big Ed.
Middle.
53, Mike.
Black and third.
They'll run it here. This is James White. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watch twist.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good...
That led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 24.
Hey, quarter.
24, check 24.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Easy. Double bump.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. He's cracked.
Hurry.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 26-yard.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Just like that. Whip. Watch the whip. Check safety.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, here's Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Seibert able to knock this one through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 3, check 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 13, check 13. Back, back, back.
You good?
Check 37.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Solo out there, check the outs out there. Everyone, you got 4 down. SOS, SOS.
Take 2 of them.
SOS, SOS.
On third down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Sponge.
Real.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
It's our time. Wide, get wide.
Up.
Mike 51.
Real.
We want this.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
180.
Here we go. Tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Kill.
Hurry.
On third down, it's Coleman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Regular. Get that ball. Go, Mike,
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's what I do. Alert flare.
Running the toss here to White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
You got tight.
Double.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Crunch.
King.
Crunch.
Hey.
Switch gears. Chance.
Black and third.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Now he goes spin. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Black 20. Easy. 44. 49.
Check 49.
Easy, 2.
Check 31.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Got 80. Mike 51. Tuck, hey, alert 33. 51, Mike 51.
On second and 12, Mayfield completes it to Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Eight. Take both of them. 80 weapons. Hey, box truck.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a... It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Steelers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the twist.
Big.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the
What's up? 59, what's up? 59.
On 3rd down, it's White. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Hurry! Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Hurry!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Sproles, the return. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Solid, 5 down. Middle.
Motion. Watch the eye. Check.
Quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double time. Out. 3 down.
King.
Shit.
Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
You. Watch safety creeping.
Point it right.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Browns 1st down.
Set. 180.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Check 52.
Watch out.
Hurry.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, Steve. Show it up.
Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Right here.
180.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hurry. Point it right. Mike, what you want? Hey, orbit. Hey, let's go, D.
Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Now Sproles. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Topper! Just basic.
Slam. Check the backer.
Pete, these two.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Keep it tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Mike's 42.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. 1st down, here's White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
77.
Take right. Hey, we got 4 down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Watch twits. Watch twits. Check 24. Check 24.
Hurry.
Motion me out.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, alert!
36. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give me some.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now. It's White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Easy.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns' defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Slam.
Pistol.
Dick God. Check three, check three, check three.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check three, check three.
Hey, alert 33.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Second and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. Check 13. Check 13.
Hurry, hurry.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Hurry, hurry.
51's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll toss it to Coleman. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
A mistake,
yes,
for sure.
without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check, check.
These 2.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front. Roethlisberger to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 42's the mic.
Hey, you.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Roethlisberger, he's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Good. 20.
Drop deep, drop deep.
You got double time.
Double time.
What's up?
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.